I want to start off just sharing, when I first met Ben, what was that, like 2018? 2019. It's right before the pandemic. That's why I got that COVID blur. I don't remember much. But when I first met him, I was a reckless young man, and now I'm a reckless politician. There's some sense of continuity. But when I first met Ben, this is, I think, shortly after you had came over here. And I seen that there's an event going on called EV. And Helly was there too. I seen this event was going on. And I was like, oh, let me check this out. Something called EV Go. I was like, let me see what this is all about. And I ended up showing up, like, this was before I had any association with Rich City Ride. But I showed up, and then I happened to be wearing a Rich City Ride shirt. And then I won that raffle that Rich City Ride was, when they donated the bike. I ended up walking away with the bike. So it looked like a setup. It looked like everything was, yeah. But after that, Ben and Aunt Helly, they had, I don't want to say they harassed me, but they definitely stalked me and found me on social media. And from then on, it was just, it was a beautiful connection from there, because they realized that there was a lot of synergy happening. As Ben had just mentioned, I'm also a PhD candidate at UC Berkeley. I'm in the Department of Environmental Science, Policy, and Management. A very lovely field to be in right now when we're having all our funding stripped away, unfortunately. But my presence and my representation within that department as someone from the community, from Richmond, it means a lot. Not just to me and not just to my daughter who's joining me today, but it means a lot to the other kids in Richmond who are growing up looking for someone who looks like them, who speaks like them, who's reckless like them. What Ben didn't mention, which I don't share too often, is that I also worked for about 10 years as a researcher at the Lawrence Berkeley National Lab. So I know a thing or two about investing in scientific enterprises and the results that could yield. And unfortunately, we're dealing with a government that is stripping that funding and integrity away right now. And that's partly why I ended up in my PhD to begin with. In 2016, my project was cut. And so I wanted autonomy. And at that time, I was like, how's someone from Richmond gonna make that happen? I ended up applying for a PhD program. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, but I did it because it's in our DNA. It's embedded to hustle and find a way and to grind it out. But it's also through the power of community and having people who are willing to invest in each other. And that's what I love about what Ben's doing, is showing young people that we're willing to make those investments because their existence matters and their thoughts and their creativities matter.